Okay, so how about we start this video straight up with a poll. Which plane is uglier, the Boeing Dreamlifter or the Airbus Beluga? And I think that's an interesting question. To be honest, in my opinion, like very much personally, I think the Airbus Beluga looks a little bit weirder, just a little bit less natural, just very much rounder. I think the Dreamlifter, okay, never mind. Up front, it looks a little weird indeed. This is a hard decision. Nah, whatever. I think, honestly, still, I'm gonna stick with the Beluga looking a little bit uglier. And on that note, I'm gonna say, hey guys, welcome back aboard the Dreamlifter. Welcome back to the flight simulator. Yeah, today let's really talk about this plane and fly it around, because it is probably the most interesting plane that Boeing makes, and probably one of the most important planes that Boeing makes, interestingly enough. Now, we've recently, again, talked about the Airbus Beluga, which is very, very much similar to the Boeing Dreamlifter. Pretty much by all means, literally. You know, it kind of does sometimes seem that Boeing tried to find an answer to the Airbus Beluga. I mean, the Airbus Beluga came out pretty much 10 years before the Dreamlifter from Boeing, which came out in 2006. But yeah, these planes are super similar. You know, also just the fact that both planes, the Airbus Beluga and the Dreamlifter, are just conversions of other planes. For example, as you can clearly tell, the Dreamlifter is a simple 747 that's become a little weird. Actually, really, back in 2006, they really just purchased an old Air China 747-400 and turned it into this, which I think could be very interesting. Just so like Airbus did with the Airbus Beluga. They just took, you know, the A300 planes, or with the Airbus Beluga XL, which is even the bigger version of it, the A330 planes, and made them weird. Also, of course, with the most important fact, both planes have the same purpose, and that is flying around airplane parts. Now, before we talk anything else, we haven't really flown this plane after all, even though we've already are into this video for so long. I mean, there's so much interesting stuff to talk about this plane here. Let's go ahead and try to take it off from this 2,000 meter long runway, because since we're here on the Swissair 1 channel, of course, we're here for one thing and one thing, well, not only one thing, but you know what I mean? One main thing, and that is flying planes on short runways, right? In the Airbus Beluga video, we already found out the Airbus Beluga doesn't need a long runway, and let's find out the 747 does too. I mean, the Dreamlifter. In fact, the name of this plane is not really Dreamlifter, it's Boeing 747-400 LCF, which stands for Large Cargo Freighter. Right? Oh, it's actually a large cargo freighter. That was actually kind of a joke. Okay, great. All right, we're dying. Oh, I did not expect that. Yeah, Boeing just built this plane to carry around parts for the 787 that was being built at this time. And, you know, this has been a very genius idea. These things are flying around very much, especially these days. It's very importante. Now, we just took off from this 2,000 meter long runway, which, you know, isn't very long of a runway, for sure. I mean, 737s fly here, Ryanair flies here, which, I mean, yeah, but let's fly this to some short runways. How about we go back to the France? I literally just entered La France. You know, I didn't really mean to do that. Actually, of course, La Mole Airport in the south of France. What did I... So dumb. Alright, welcome to the France. Alright. I mean, yeah, this plane is really quite a nice one. It was, again, it revolutionized building airplanes, just like the Airbus Beluga did, by the way. Because, I mean, what is the best way to carry around airplane parts? Well, yes, with an airplane. A lot faster than, of course, marine shipping or anything. And while it works, I mean, airplane parts are built to be light, but they are quite large. So that's great with a Dreamlifter. So let's try to come in for a landing now. I'm not quite sure. I've never been really good at landing the 747. Maybe it's because the cockpit is, of course, in the second deck. It's pretty way up high. But let's see if we're gonna do this. Okay. Touchdown! Oh, that's actually been quite a smooth touchdown. All right, let's go ahead and stop this one now. Come on, stop. Reverse thrust, please. There's no reverse thrust, is there? Oh, no. That's not quite a bit awkward. I'm having some technical issues. What is that? Is my joystick broken or something? It doesn't wanna... The reverse thrust. It's broken. It really doesn't work. Well, let's just pretend that landing worked. But yeah, this was after all smooth. Kind of all that matters at this point. I mean, look at that tilted landing gear. I mean, look at that smooth landing here. Come on. There we go. A nice, lovely touchdown. Wasn't this great? Okay, but a little bit of an overrun. I kind of messed up there. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't really know how to use this plane just yet. Now, comparing this plane directly to the Airbus Beluga, by the way, this thing can carry a lot more weight, the 747 Dreamlifter. Maximum takeoff weight, 360,000 kilograms. very much, while the Airbus Beluga XL can only do 227,000 kilograms, which is a difference of like 100,000 kilograms. This is quite a bit. Yeah, actually, I think the Boeing Dreamlifter is a bit more capable, but I mean, it has 4 engines too, so I'm pretty sure the Beluga XL is going to be a lot more fuel efficient, which, I mean, you're literally building an airplane. Why does that matter? But okay, that's great. No, but there's one major difference between the Airbus Beluga and the Dreamlifter, by the way, and that is how the door opens. Obviously, for transporting around airplane parts, you need a very large door. So, you know, actually the normal 747 cargo door that you can normally find in the 747s would be way too small. So, there's something else to have to come up with. I mean, the Airbus Beluga does it like this. I mean, it's kind of the 747, but not. But what Boeing did with the Dreamlifter is this. Plane opens like in half. Isn't that interesting? Now, sadly, we can actually not do that here in the flight simulator model. This is, of course, not a pro model at all. It just kind of barely works, somewhat realistic, but we cannot open the door. Actually, wait, where does this lead here? Oh, okay, we have a lavatory here. Is it drawn, though? Oh, okay. Lavatory is, that's good. Okay, now actually, let's continue our runway testing, of course. We're here at Santa Catalina Island, 1,000 meter long of a runway, which is a bit of a stupid idea because the 1,200 meter long runway at Limo didn't work. Okay, alright, take off. Come on, you can do it, plane. Yes. Looking good. Full power. Okay, we're rolling. That's a good thing. And our nose is coming up, everybody. We are actually airborne in the Dreamlifter from Boeing. So it's time to go for a shorter runway. Maybe you can know this plane can actually fly to some places without overrunning all the time. That's great. Okay, so where should we go? I mean, maybe I can try Locarno Airport with its 800 meter long asphalt runway. Let's land there in the Alpine Mountains. Let's see if this is gonna work. Alright, welcome to the Alpine Mountains. 800 meter long runway is ahead and it's smiling at us. Let's just go very carefully and slowly here. Okay, looking good on the speed, maybe a little slower. Get rid of all these warnings here. That's not good. And the landing is coming up. Let's see how this is going to work. Let me just say this is not gonna be that much of a smooth landing. Yep. We touched down on grass. That's not been good. That was not good. Let's go ahead and stop. Come on, plane. Full power. On the brakes. Okay. We're stopping. Barely. Have we found the shortest runway for this plane? I think we have. Wait, this has gone quite well. Oh, man. I'm sorry, little one. We kind of touched down in grass. There we go. That was a landing. Huh. Actually, the runway performance of this plane isn't all that bad, is it? I mean, that's an 800 meter long runway. Absolutely ridiculous. Fine enough. So... St. Bartholomew, 600 meter long runway. Let's actually try to use every inch of this runway by pushing back here with our reverse thrust, which actually works quite well. Here we go. So this is a place normally accommodating small turboprop planes like this PC-12 that we... Ah, never mind. We didn't crash into that one. That's good. All right, let's just go ahead and take off, really. Full power and a bit of luck. We'll need that. Here we go. Let's do this now. Come on, Airbus Beluga. Full on the flaps now. Full on the flaps. This is a quick plane. See, this is going to work. Ah. I think I've seen everything now. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. Bam.
All my members here on YouTube like Block, Mubarak, Junk in the Trunk, Rafal, Oman the Human, DJ Straw, Deload, Tyler Park, Ian from Osk, Garkham, Stefan Smeethofer, Moritz Wellhausen, Tuppy Cook, Great Karamba John, No You, Laird Islama, Government Pasta, Calamity Airlines, Kelly Chaos, Philip Terrier, Signs, Mas Kaleg, Rodolfo, New York, Ollie H, Blue Aviation, Cheese Doritos, Shadow.